Atlanta police footage showing the moment an Atlanta police officer arrived at the Atlanta Beltline after calls about a stabbing. And you can see the officer right there running to the trail where a crowd was gathering. The officer arresting Jonathan Hamby, as you see right there, the man accused in the deadly stabbing without any issues. The video released today comes as a memorial grows on that trail to honor the man who lost his life. 29-year-old Raymond Harris is being remembered by his friends as an easygoing person who had talents, dreams, and the capacity to contribute something meaningful to the world. Our Brian Unger is joining us live in studio. And Brian, this conversation today shifted to mental health and a broken system.
Very much about mental health now as this discussion shifts. As you just said, CBS Atlanta obtaining a statement from the family of the man accused of fatally stabbing Ramon Harris. They asked us to keep the family name anonymous because of privacy and safety concerns and what they refer to as severe distress. In the nearly 1,000-word statement, the family details a long history of seeking mental health treatment for Jonathan Hamby, citing what it calls severe mental illness and active psychosis, and a prolonged legally fought effort to enforce treatment compliance. Writing, "We spent years desperately fighting a broken system to prevent this exact tragedy from happening. Why was a convicted felon with 30-plus arrest cycles on the street? And why did he have weapons? This is a question our family has been asking for years." The family of the suspect says it begged the courts to intervene and establish a plan empowering the family to enforce treatment compliance, writing, "Our current law offers only two extremes: brief jail stays that treat psychiatric illness as a crime, or total guardianship, which is incredibly difficult to secure and often resisted by the courts." Joshua Schiffer is a criminal and civil rights attorney in Atlanta.
The courts are extraordinarily aware and frustrated with this cycle of discharge, arrest, with eventual long-term incarceration after a horrific crime, really being the only long-term solution, which is a terrible word for these chronically mentally ill individuals. In Georgia, we don't have a place or a system set up to address the needs of mentally ill people in our state.
The family of the suspect, in its statement, adds, "Our current legal system relies on a revolving door of short-term incarceration rather than long-term intervention." DeKalb Commissioner Ted Terry says another obstacle is the shortage of beds in treatment centers and housing.
The system that currently exists is working. It just has limited capacity. So we have a crisis unit and crisis beds, 32 crisis beds in DeKalb County. You could hold someone for 6 days involuntarily while they're being evaluated. But then once that 6 days is up, there's no mechanism to either retain them or to refer them into a transitional housing facility.
Last month, DeKalb County received $409 million in state funding to build a 300-bed psychiatric treatment facility adjacent to its current facility. Capacity, Terry says, the county needs.
We got to speed up the evaluations, and then once the evaluation's done, if there's a referral to the hospital, absolutely that's going to help because that's where the treatment's needed. But right now there's not enough hospital beds, and so either someone's going to stay in jail or they're going to be released on the street.
Atlanta is being held hostage by the State House because they won't provide the appropriate resources to effectively address this known chronic problem.
Streets where being unhoused and having a mental illness can often collide, leaving a family and the public searching for a safety net that is not just a phrase, but a solution. According to a friend, the victim, 29-year-old Ramon Harris, was struggling. In a statement to CBS Atlanta, he says Harris was experiencing housing insecurity and living in a system that had failed him. He says everyone involved in this tragedy ultimately represents a failure of something much larger than one individual. We have created a society that too often abandons people who need support, then judges them harshly for the consequences of that abandonment. Sure.
This is a systemic problem, and there needs to be a real resolution to it.
And safety net can't just be this phrase we use. We really need solutions that have impact, and I think that is what lawmakers are going to have to face, especially in this current climate, this political climate we're in.
Very true. All right, Brian, thank you.